I just found out that September is Suicide Awareness Month. So it's probably a good idea to do another video. The past couple videos that I did on the YouTube one were kind of about this type of stuff anyway. But gonna try to keep this from going too long. See if I succeed. Quick update on the last video that I made last Saturday, a week ago, I guess. Been in a pretty bad mood, since Wednesday before last, so past 10 days. I've only had 5 meals since Monday. It's Friday now. But I'm getting through it. Talked to my therapist. Talking about things like beating up on myself mentally and kind of starting to get to the underlying things. Past few months have been more running up to speed and getting to know each other more, and we're starting to get to this stuff where we wanted to start digging deeper, and this is actually good timing to have this down cycle. It was over nothing. I mean, I'm not going to go into it again. I had another video about that, but it's actually good timing. So I can still see good about having this down cycle because it's good to have it and talk through it. At the same time, we're reaching a point where we're going to start trying to dig deeper and try to get to some of the roots because it's happening right now. But what it came down to is he was talking about, it's not really my own voice that's I'm beating myself up with, even though it sounds like my voice. Said it's been there for 40 years, and it's from. Said it's things that maybe I found helpful in some way when I was younger. Yeah, obviously in an unhealthy way, definitely not a healthy coping mechanism, talking negatively about yourself and feeling like you deserve to beat yourself up and whatnot, but thinking about it more afterward, he's like, it's not, that voice is a voice that I don't need, it doesn't serve me anymore, and it's not really my own voice, so I want to learn to stop listening to it. Definitely very much harder to, easier to say than to believe because it feels like a part of me. But I was thinking about it more after the therapy, and I realized it's like, well, no, I'm beating up myself because I feel like I deserve it. So I sent a message about that. Just didn't want to forget it. And then today I was thinking about more. So I was talking with someone, and actually I don't remember if it was during that conversation or elsewhere, but what was I saying? Being forgiving. I mean, yeah, no, I wasn't during that. I thought of it, but just, I guess I'm feeling like I deserve to beat up on myself because I'm still working on learning how to forgive myself for having emotions. A lot of times I beat up myself just for the fact that I had an emotion, even when I didn't do anything bad with the emotion. But sorry, that was just supposed to be a quick little update on I'm starting to get out of it. It feels like I'm getting out of it. I had to talk yesterday with my therapist helped. I still haven't eaten a lot today because I still have to go to the store, and I've just been doing other things that I thought were more important. I get there, but it feels like it's finally passing, and I'm going to be working on that and trying to find ways of when I'm actively resisting bouncing back from something like this, finding ways of bouncing back more quickly, because I do bounce back quickly some other times. But point being, Suicide Awareness Month. I mean, this is all related because when I have suicidal thoughts, it's because I want to escape from myself, and that's usually what it is with people. It's not that they want to, and they're trying to escape from what feels like it's inescapable, and it's the final escape. And there's usually something else underlying it, and you never know who around you might be going through something, because I've been being more open about this past few months the therapy I had over the summer was very helpful. I have been noticing that I can't recall the emotions from much of this though. Even like my really good birthday party the other week. I'm looking back on it now, and even less than a week later, and I remember the fact that I was happy. I can't recall the emotion at all. It's like it never happened emotionally. And all the therapy from the summer, I barely remember any of it. Yeah, I wrote notes down, so I could go back and look at those. So a lot of times it's almost like I can't rely on my past emotional experiences to bolster me because I don't have access to them. This gets to you. But, last spring, I mentioned in my other video, I went to the hospital. I didn't hurt myself. My family intervened before it got that bad. But I was actively trying to get myself to a point where I would hurt myself. I didn't think it would ever going to happen. But I was actively trying. I was visualizing some pretty dark things, trying to acclimate myself to the ideas and simulating, so to speak, different ways and just simply rejecting everything. So I'm like, I that kind of stuff. I mean, I've never been someone who liked horror movies. It makes me very squeamish. Always has. So I've never been able to accept that kind of thing, which is good. Keeps me safe. But sorry. Point being, I've been more open about this. I've told some people from work and other people. They're all surprised. They all think like we thought you were like super confident and with it, and or they didn't say that, but no one expected it. Because like at work, it's like, well, I have gotten confident with what I'm doing because I've been doing it for a long time, but underneath I still have a lot of self-doubts. I mean, the entire time I've worked there, I've been worried that I'm going to get fired at any time because, I still do my job, and I've always been worried about, people realizing that, hey, I'm really not as good as they give me credit for because I just simply work hard, and failing eventually. It's always underneath. But this kind of stuff is these underlying things where you self-esteem and I'm really good at hiding it to people who don't know me. That's why everyone's like surprised, everyone who knows. But I think talking about this is important. It helps bring realization, and with the numbers, the percentages of people who have depression out there and who have had thoughts like this, I know that there's probably other people out there that I know that have had stuff like this that I didn't even know. In fact, I just found out about a friend. I won't say who it is, but who's done something in the past. But I didn't know. Never told me. But you never know what someone near you might be going through. That's to my point about this. People at work, people who've known me who've only known me in a work context, very surprised, very supportive. And I don't know where I was going with this, but just be aware that the people that you know might be going through more than what you realize, and they might just be keeping it to themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it stinks having these emotions and not knowing how to overcome them and living with them for 40 plus years. I'm working on it, and a lot of times, that's what other people need to, work on things. Sometimes people are working on it. Sometimes they're not doing it on their own, and it's just good to be aware of. I'm sorry. Just don't know what else to say. But I'm working on it. And trying to do my best to help the community and relate to people that I understand and that I know understand me as well. It helps us, to be able to reach out to each other. And that's it. I should get some food now. I think I need to eat a few more meals. Have a good day, everyone. And if it seems like someone you know might need someone to talk with, you never know. So ask them how they're doing. You never know what that might mean to them. See ya.